Welcome back to Financial Times in the car line. Different car today, same car line. Let's get into it. So you just started your career and they're offering you a 401k. What should you do? How should you approach it? How corporations treat you. So let's get into it. What should you do after you start your career? So immediately, I definitely would recommend taking advantage of the 401k. I would see if they have the Roth version, ROTH, because that way you can build free, non-taxable money. When I say free, whatever match they do. So the company I worked for, they had a Roth contribution and a regular 401k contribution. I did both, but I did full 6% on my Roth only because when I retire at 59 and a half, you can take out all contributions tax free. You don't have to pay any taxes on it. So all the dividends, I've since departed that job. So I took that Roth rollover and I rolled it over, and it's now making $600-700 a month in dividends. So I'm just continually rolling that over, reinvesting into more dividends, more dividend funds. So by the time I'm 59 and a half, the projection should be roughly probably $5 or $6 grand a month in dividends. And that's on top of my brokerage, which is already putting out $8,000 to $10,000 a month in dividends. So think about that when you start your career. Start the Roth. If they only offer you a 401k, definitely open up a Roth IRA first and foremost. But let's talk about the way corporations treat you. You are 100% a number. There's no such thing as family. It's a job. They are paying you for a service. And when they feel your services are no longer needed, bye-bye, there's the door. And if you're in a position right now and you're, of the age 18 to, 40, you really need to take a look at AI, and you need to see what AI is doing and how it's affecting your industry. Here, I'll give you a prime example. Look at Facebook. They just laid off a ton of employees. I mean, we're talking about in the thousands. And all those jobs are being replaced by AI, manipulation, robots, whatever it may be. But what if you're a bank teller in a bank? Your job is going away very, very soon. They're going to be quickly moving to virtual tellers in no time. I mean, I don't have any insider information, but that's what was discussed at my prior job. They were forcing us to use AI more and more. I was an outside sales rep and a public relations, business development, public relations, relationship manager. But they were forcing us more and more to use AI, and they were like, you need to be using AI. It needs to be streamlined. So what they're doing is they're just brewing how much can they get away with. I mean, I worked for a major Fortune 500, one of the largest banks in the country. And I mean, it's just a matter of time. Back in 2017, we had 55 regional offices nationwide, and they fired every regional center manager nationwide and consolidated to 3 offices. They are now consolidated to 2. So it just goes to show you, it's been happening since 2015. It's just a slow progression. And the people who aren't paying attention and taking notice, you're going to get hit in the face, and you're going to get hit really, really hard. Oh crap, I just built a skill level for the last 20 years, and that skill level is now automated, and there's nothing I could do to replace it. So now you got to find a whole new career path. So what can you do to protect yourself? Start investing. There's a series I have. It's called Escape the Rat Race, Retire Comfortably, If Not Early. You should be opening a brokerage account. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm just giving you experience of what I've experienced in 20 plus years in banking. But you should be opening a brokerage account, and you should be actively investing in dividend funds. These funds will pay you weekly, monthly, or quarterly, whatever it may be. So check out my series, Escape the Rat Race. It'll give you some ideas as to what dividend funds you can look at. I've started to develop a spreadsheet. So the eventuality is once I get that up and running and building up further and further, I'll start a subscription service that you can subscribe to. It'll be very, very cheap. Maybe $2-3 a month, something like that. And you can have access to that spreadsheet and access to it as I build it. I've got well over 250 dividend funds that I could just throw at you, but I'm not going to, that's been years of my research, which you can do as well. But if you want someone to just hand it to you, pay attention once I come up with this subscription service. It'll be very, very cheap. That way you can have access to look at it and reference anytime, as long as I am here walking the earth. So protect yourself, because if you do get laid off 5, 6, 7 years from now, if you start investing now, you've got a 5-year head start on that dividend portfolio. You very well could be making $2,000 a month in dividends, and at that point, or more, or maybe less. Who knows? But it's all on how much you put in and how much effort you put in, how much you budget. But that, with that being said, you don't want to get caught with your proverbial pants down, get laid off, AI takes over your, career position, and you don't have anything to show for it. You have 0 dividends, you got 0 portfolio, 0 investments, and that's a situation and a scenario to where you are in a rock and a hard place. At least if you have $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 coming in every month in dividends, at least you've got a cushion. And now you can go find a new career without having to be uber freaking stressed about, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't have any money. I'm running out of money. At least you have those weekly, quarterly, monthly dividends coming in. So check out my series, Escape the Rat Race. As we wind down Financial Times in the car line, Florida schools have about 2.5 weeks left. So I'll probably pump out maybe 3 or 4 more videos, maybe hopefully 5 more videos. And then it's summertime, and we'll start a new series, and that series is going to be AI investing. How I'm going to sign up for 2 apps, and those 2 apps are going to be fully AI driven, and I'm going to see how they both perform. I'm going to try to put roughly $1,000 in each, and I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 updates a week, where you can see how my portfolio is performing. We're going to compare and contrast the two. I'm working on the spreadsheet. I want to figure out how it's going to look like, how I'm going to examine the data, and if I can really compare apples to apples, or how the AI actual functions. And I mean, look it up. I need you to look up, if you don't believe me, how many jobs are being taken over by AI right now. They have a couple Taco Bells that have just opened up that are almost 100% AI driven. My business partner was telling me about a food show in Dubai that he went to, and it was insane, the stories he came back with the amount of artificial intelligence that's revolving around the food industry right now. Like automated chefs making omelets, making pancakes, making pizzas, it's baking cakes. Like, it's insane. So keep it in mind, if your job is on the chopping block in the next 5 to 10 years, that's a situation you need to prepare for, and you need to start preparing now. And if you need any help, comment below, and I'll help you on your journey in terms of helping. I'll do a video how to open up the accounts that I'm talking about, and then how to buy the stocks and move on from there. All right, Financial Times in the car line. I hope you hope this was beneficial. But just remember, when you're working for a corporation, your days are numbered. No matter how good you are, no matter how well you perform, there's always a money factor involved when they come to you and say your services are no longer needed. And it could be any which way sideways, I mean, I've had friends that were laid off on my team for no reason other than the fact that they were the highest paid people on the team. Straight up. There was, at one point, this was 3-4 years ago, we had 25 people laid off nationwide, and I knew 4 of them. And I know for a fact all 4 of them made more money than I did. And I was like, the writing's kind of on the wall. And they were very, very tenured, 17, 18, 22 years, 26 years on the job. Corporations don't care about you. They're not your family. And they might actually be your family, because family can treat you like crap. So, but just keep that in mind. You need to start today investing and taking care of yourself, because you don't want to come to a point to where you're going to be up the creek with no paddle. All right, Financial Times, Tar Line. Ted, see you. Bye-bye.